welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam, here with the second session of the New Divines Dungeons & Dragons campaign, being held up by David below me. Thank you very much, David.
This whole time.
We got Eric, Bob, Austin, and Ryan as well. Last time, they all, came up into the Cloud Realm from being dead, talked to a handful of other people that did the same, were given divine powers by some malfunctioning monodrone, and sent off into two parts of the world through portals. So the 5 of them, along with Alice, an 8-year-old girl who was in the same predicament, are now wandering along the beaches, and while they've been on their own, figuring things out, just discussing with each other so far, they have now just come across a small town of probably less than 50 people along the side of the beach, and they are heading into the town. I believe Terry was leading the charge.
Yeah, I'm going in too.
What do you do?
I follow.
We good?
Yep. What do you do?
Okay. Yeah, Terry, dressed in finery, is going to go in, and followed by everybody dressed in sheets of divine material, questionable divine material.
Just saying, a king in a bedsheet is still more regal than a cook, and no matter how fancy the dress.
Dead king.
And so I'm gonna look around and see what does this town need?
It seems very simple, rural kind of village. Sustains itself through fishing and a couple of farmers that live a little further off, but still kind of part of the community.
Okay.
Any hospitals?
Any what?
Hospitals?
No.
Or
Town of like 50 people.
No.
Town of 50 people, big hospital.
No,
Yeah,
there is a combined
1,500 in one gigantic hospital.
Is
there's a
tavern?
combined pawn shop / general store / barber /
Alright, so that looks
priest
like a place to go.
/
Handy store.
yeah, just whatever you need, moral support, giving you your
Okay, so we've got the general store, we've got the mayor's house, we've got the town hall / church, and
We're talking about not really so much church, but
It's
there are
a
no
community
gods.
there's even-
so yeah, let's go to the general store.
yeah. So you
with what
That's
money?
the thing.
invade upon this small town, and you definitely get looks. You're definitely passing children running through the street, see your guard, they just freeze and just sort of back off.
Does anyone look sickly?
Hey there, children.
Nothing. No one too bad. That at least not out and about. No.
Anything?
peasants. So they look, like peasants.
Yeah, they look poor.
They are peasants.
They are peasants.
So
They
Everyone
look
fine?
like what they are, I suppose.
as we walk to the general store, Rolfur, does anything stand out to you?
Well, that's what I was asking. Is Thornvale's to the north of this region? Does this mean that this is like close to my home area? Like I've been through this region before.
You've probably been to this general area. Thornvale wasn't necessarily your home, I don't believe, but actually, you were from
This is
Broadmire,
west
right?
of my territory. Would I know it?
Well, that's the question. I have no
50
idea
deep,
where
it
I
looks
was
like
from.
a little hovel.
Let's see.
Because we're fairly close to my old territory. Would I be aware of it?
You'd be probably not of this village. No, you would probably be aware. Like when he
Okay.
said that you guys were in Entwistle, you're aware of where Entwistle is, and you probably would know, if not been to, you've at least heard of Dalport, the capital. This is a little village. No, you have never heard of this.
Oh, okay.
How about me? I've traveled around, and this is actually closer to my home area.
you have probably been through this village once with your little party of bards.
Well, they might have heard of me, or at least know of my factory and the stuff that we produce.
Perhaps.
I'll go ahead and talk to people.
No,
Are you taking?
I do have a party of bards with it.
It's been a while.
Ryan, can you play the Stan the Healing Man song?
Stan the Heel Man? What?
Stan the Healing Man song.
But just to point out to everyone, it's
I'm the
been over a
Candyman.
month since I died, and that was only a few moments ago, so there's a high probability that a lot of time has passed.
Oh, that's fine. I left a legacy.
Well, Billy, do you want to take first on this?
Sure.
Are you actually
Yeah,
asking him
probably.
about the song, Stan?
What? Oh, I'll sing it to him if, I guess, remembers it.
I love that you would sing your
But he was a
own
bard,
song.
I figured he just... No, I didn't actually write it.
No, I know that. Wait.
Because he's a folk hero, that's why. All the backstory, my guy's a folk hero.
Ha. Nice.
Do you recall who wrote the song?
We didn't go over that, no.
I did send it to you. Would you recall it, though?
Oh, you did? Yes, my guy sings it to him, lets him know what it is.
Because that is written by Sarush Milliput, who you traveled with.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't find the message you sent me
Yeah.
quickly.
You have typed more into your single-person chat than anyone else has, so... Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't send me a chat today.
Oh, no, this was back after you made your character.
Oh, okay.
When I
yeah,
sent
so
all the
I know,
little
I guess.
information about the few different people in your backstory.
Oh, yeah, okay, I remember.
Well, Ryan, if Billy wants to take front runner on this one,
Sure.
Yeah.
would you like me to clothe you appropriately?
You could, sure.
Okay, well, I get a gist of what you want, and bam, you have clothes.
Awesome.
Top hat.
Got my top hat. Got my
Oh my
suit.
god, my camera turned off. There you go.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna sit
Billy's
down
got
by
his Billy's got his top hat and flamboyant clothes, and is taking front runner on this one.
Oh, I guess, yeah, since we're in a place now, I do prestidigitation on myself, and yeah, I'm in fancier clothes now.
Well, no,
That
prestidigitation
fancy
can't
or
make
how that
clothes.
works.
You can
No,
have them clean.
You can clean your sheet.
My sheet is way cleaner now, that's what I meant. Thanks for correcting me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm using a class ability to summon up junk, and I can
Yeah,
only
Oh,
one
okay.
piece of junk
I'll
at a
go
time.
ahead and prestidigitation myself to give off a sweet sugary scent. Smell of candy.
There's not much, but you would notice some of your packaging sort of off on the side when you...
And he's like, it's good to see that my Chuck has managed to take up and still producing my goods. I'm happy to see that. And it's like,
older human gentleman, kind of with a decent beard, except that he's got like a patch missing from like a huge section on one side of his face. It just doesn't have any hair. Kind of unkept hair, particularly for someone with a barber sign on the front of their their window.
What a shame.
How can I help you?
oh, why, hello, friend.
Mhm.
And he's like, this,
Is everyone like just sort of filling into the building after?
Yeah.
And he's like, me and my friends have come traveling up from the south in here into Entwistle, and I was looking to get back to Dalport, and also wanted to spread the word of what's been going on with us. Say
Words. Yes. What's the word?
Well, I'm the. I go ahead and gesture to the packaging. He's like, I'm the proprietor, Billy Bonka of the candy factory, and I've
Yes. From up north.
Yes, that's right. And we've had a very long trip through very unknown things, and come back to say that We will be acting as the new gods of the land.
Oh. Well, the chocolate's good.
Gonna kind of like.
I mean, it looks
whisper
like
over-
they've,
Gonna whisper over to Billy Bob.
your followers have to wear sheets?
And he's like,
I'm gonna whisper over to Billy, be like, maybe we should aim a little bit lower, like getting clothes from everybody, getting some money, like maybe seeing about what we could do to get some, like I don't know, like get some kind of capital going.
Adam, I asked the guy, what does he have to sell?
and he's like,
Whatever's come through. Take a look around. We need some tools or
and it's like, what are you guys going to
odd ends.
pay with?
Well, good sir, I was hoping that perhaps, you see, we're
We're charity cases.
You're
but,
followers of the god guy, yeah.
Yeah.
right.
He makes good candy, but
But you see, we're working a little bit harder on trying to get ourselves off the ground, so to speak. So I'd see kind of go over to some like very basic like repaired clothes that the guy's got like in the store. You know, like clothes that he's traded to other people and just sewn back up and put back out on the
there are
shelf.
things, yeah.
And been like, well, we're looking for things like this.
I can
And,
see why you're dressed in sheets. That's,
Yes.
It's not traditional
It's
attire.
also not
Oh.
not very practical. Points at fat feet,
Well, the thing,
bare on the ground.
we're more or less newborn babes, so that's why
So-
we have very little.
Oh,
This is just going
Um,
great.
so you see, while we have just recently descended from it, we do have quite a bit of strength and power. So as such, perhaps we could do things for you in exchange for some basic goods. Like, for example, the rickety cart that we have out front was thrown together in a matter of minutes. Perhaps you have some need, like a shed or cooking supplies or repair, like a large amount of things that require repairs that would be nice to have done instantly.
I could probably pull a few things together.
Roll a 23 on persuasion.
Yeah, make-
to
yeah, I'll
see
say-
if he has
yeah,
any
make a persuasion check.
exploits.
That doesn't make sense though.
I got.
Do you have any workforce that we could trade you for clothing?
That's what I'm asking. I've got magic to throw around for
Yeah,
your basic clothing.
And I persuaded him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
can
magic,
I assist?
give me
Can I
pants.
assist?
That's what's happening. Here.
I will let you call it an assist. Sure, not a detriment if you don't want. Okay.
All right, so I can roll a persuasion at assist, or
At
like do
advantage.
we,
Yeah.
or is Eric's good enough, or do I need to roll?
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Basically, yeah. I can get 2 rolls. So what did 2 people that rolled get?
Oh,
23.
What?
I'll roll 2.
Like I've got decent.
23
persuasion,
for
I
me.
can roll it.
So many charismas.
What's up?
Okay, so one of them was 23, and what was the other?
25.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, I don't have quite that much. I don't necessarily fit everyone, but I can. Sure, I'll pull a few tasks together and at least help with some of you. I come back in 30, 45 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Makes his way around the counter and starts looking up on the shelves of his thing and
And
trying to basically
even-
pick out little projects to do. And
even it doesn't need to be like clothes. If you have like just sackcloth, like tons of sackcloth, just like literally any like just raw materials would suffice.
I mean, I would like to also point out, as far as raw materials into stuff, remember, you can turn your sheets into actual just white clothes. I mean,
Right, but I mean, like, what quality are divine sheets?
Divine.
divine. Thank
Like,
you.
are they
Yeah, divine
legitimately
sheets, what do you
like?
expect?
Are these sheets literally silk?
No, they're like a cotton.
Also, you better.
Are you really asking for thread counts here, David?
I asked for thread count.
You better be
Like, if
careful.
it's under 900, I just throw it off of me. Just, what is this garbage?
Yeah, be careful, David, because fabricate doesn't give you actual tool proficiency.
Right. No, you're absolutely correct. I don't need tool proficiency though. I have fabricate.
And it doesn't cover.
You still have to craft it.
Depends upon your proficiency.
Yeah, the quality of what you get.
I mean, I still have a +5 to intelligence. I'm okay. I can take 10, get a 15,
He knows what they
and we have
generally look
basic
like.
clothes.
Yeah,
We're
that's that's actually why I had smithing proficiency in the other game.
Yeah, you still have to
He knows
know what
a
you're
movie
doing.
looks like.
But yeah, so he'll take some time. While you have a little time around. I mean, I guess technically he's not going to stop you from just standing at his counter for half hour, 45 minutes.
Let's go and talk with people.
There's a tavern, you said?
There's sort of a
There's tavern.
I'm gonna go to the tavern.
Yeah, let's go to the
more of
tavern.
a restaurant that is also, but yeah.
Why would a small town have a restaurant instead of a tavern?
Because
Hennigan's.
they have
Business.
less access to alcohol than they have to food, and they do have a general like cafe kitchen where.
Are they even humans?
Yes, this is mainly human.
Then I
So
don't
far-
understand how they could have more access to food than alcohol.
Well, they're not.
I'm not
dwarves.
even kidding.
Okay.
There are priorities.
Okay, Adam.
Mhm.
While we are sitting outside waiting, I will summon up a fucking keg of booze.
I'm not drinking it. I want to go to the bar and hang out.
Yeah, let's go to the bar and hang out.
It's weird to hang out at a restaurant. It's normal to hang out at a bar, is what he's pointing out.
Yeah.
They don't have a bar. It's a town of
Yeah,
like 50
that's what's
people.
weird.
It's like 50 people.
Yes, and it's shocking.
And
that
people
those
will get drunk
use
somewhere.
Yeah,
a
they would go to
bar.
somebody's house.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't. There's 50 of them.
This isn't a barn party.
If 50 people, if the entire fucking town is getting together, it's a huge ordeal.
Why would you let the women folk
And
into
someone
the
has a
bar?
massive house, apparently.
That's
No,
what
it's
that's what
50
the town
people.
hall is for. I'm not the
You
DM
can't
here.
drink
Why am
at
I
the
arguing
town
this shit?
hall.
Alice goes off and plays with the other kids.
Yeah, okay.
I go and find the restaurant.
Okay, Adam, we need you to just tell us, what is the town scenario like on this? Is there a bar or a restaurant?
It's a restaurant in this town.
Yeah, okay.
It is not unusual for him to think it more common for there to be a tavern. This town has a restaurant. It is labeled with fish.
Do they have a park then?
Would the restaurant be the best
Somewhere
place
we
in
can
town?
loiter anywhere?
Yeah, would the restaurant...
It's a good loiter spot.
Oh,
As
okay.
far as gathering people around, it does seem that most of the people that live here are currently working, many of them in the fields or out on the lake. Because you arrived midday. So many of them are either on the lake or in the fields.
Everybody working smoothly, nobody needs help.
Not that you see from here.
Okay.
Is there anybody around?
There are a couple of kids.
Any adults?
There are a couple of people that are working in the restaurant, and that they are preparing things. And then there's basically a smith who you can occasionally hear hammering something out.
Makes
I'll go
zero
to the-
sense.
I'm gonna go to the restaurant.
I
Yeah.
try to engage anybody in conversation to figure out what's been going on recently. See if I can get a sense of time.
Yeah.
How long it's been.
Yeah, he is
do you
gotta
go for
in there.
the
We'll-
smith,
we'll-
or do you go into the restaurant with same like the others?
Who looks like the less busy, the smith or the restaurant workers?
The restaurant workers would be inside, whereas the smith you would just from the sound of hammering, the smith doesn't seem like they're incredibly busy. They're kind of lazily.
Then yeah, let's go engage him in conversation.
And you
Or
can follow
her.
the sound to find that. And it is a him. It's sort of probably. No, this one would be a half-elven guy, youthful, and just sort of lazily working his way, making nails. Just kind of casually doing the nothing to do, make the thing that will eventually sell. Everybody's gonna need nails eventually. We'll kind of.
But yeah, just try and focus on somebody who knows about big events and try and ballpark how long it's been.
Yeah, you can engage him in a bit of a discussion. You know, nothing. Kind of. Do you inquire based on the grand scheme of wars and such?
Yeah, like what's the last big event I know about, and then try to see how long ago that was.
Because from that, you can gather, while you know it's more than a month, you can assess that it's probably not been more than a few months. After some time, probably spending your time waiting, because it takes a bit of time trying to figure out the different things. And he's not like a history expert, but with that, you're able to basically assess that it's only been maybe a few months, so it's not been a huge length of time, but.
Alright.
And it seemed
I
like
need to go see my family.
yeah, and it seemed like everyone else while he was doing that was heading into the restaurant, and you'll get a older woman kind of coming out to you. Oh, and kind of going over to a table and like wiping it down. I wasn't expecting new folks. Please sit. How may I help?
Oh, greetings, dear madam. So glad to make your acquaintance. Well, we're a bunch of disheveled travelers who are really have been through the experiences we have been given nothing, and we're trying to get back on our feet.
Right.
So,
And you came here. Not a great spot to get back on your feet, dearie, but, that's a choice. It's a choice you made. We're all allowed those.
We were just kind of, we were just kind of plopped out in the middle of the beach and making our way north.
When we made ourselves ashore from the wreck that we came from.
Oh, dear.
With naught but sailcloth.
And, I mean, you managed to keep your... I see the priorities we have here. Kind of like turning her back on Billy and giving you all kind of that...
Yeah, there's a small child with us, so...
Nope,
priorities.
Alice isn't with you. Alice is out playing with the other kids.
So she's with
Oh,
us.
it's like,
I'm not sure.
my apologies, madam. No. This here, this is a display. You see, this is magic.
Ooh.
He here...
Is that made with minor conjuration, the
Yes.
wizard ability?
Yes.
It's glowing.
Yeah.
Things created with that wizard skill glow magically.
Yeah, this is actually a gift given to my, pointing to Terry, and he's like,
They are
he
obviously
did this for my benefit.
Fair.
Now,
He didn't get not enough sailcloth, I gather. Well, thank you. We appreciate that modesty in this
So-
areas.
as you see, we're capable individuals, and frankly, judging from Terry sniffs and kind of gets an idea of what kind of things are going on there. So you see, I am a master chef myself.
Oh.
I'd be
We're
more
just
than happy-
preparing the neat meal for the workers when the day is done.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind, I'd be happy to
Oh,
help out with anything
wonderful!
you...
Kind of puts
What?
her arm around you and leads you back.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's like, I can assist as well.
And yeah, no, she'll gather and at the point when you're offering to help, she's like very clear. You over some time, yeah. She'll take you actually probably past the time that you said to meet. back
Oh yeah,
with
well, like Ryan can go back and go and meet with them.
Yeah.
And like Ryan, like okay, so I'm assuming that Billy is intelligent, like in arcane wise. Are you proficient in arcane?
Yeah, I'm proficient
Yeah.
now with Arcana.
Okay, so you would probably have a pretty good idea of what Terry can do as far as like because you've been traveling. Terry's been trying a shenanigan of things to see if he's got divine power for it. So you've got a probably pretty good idea of what Terry's capable of.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if you want to go back to the general store at time.
Sure,
And,
sure,
like,
sure.
throw that stuff around because Terry's still got the concentration going on your suit.
Yeah, and say I can do that. I can just stick around and help with the cooking for a little while and give some unique perspectives to it.
Yeah, and she'll quickly agree to help feed your group for helping. And you also gather that the people that eat here generally are... this town is sufficing largely on a barter system.
Okay.
Where
Cool.
they are literally... The reason there is a restaurant is they cook the food for the people out at work who just come and eat as if it were a communal kitchen and provide them the food for them to cook. So they're basically...
Alright, so it's one of those communities. Okay. It's one of those communities. Okay. So
Communism.
about 45 minutes is up. We go back to the general store.
Yeah, so you'll
With
head back
Terry-
with Billy and...
Terry is staying behind. Terry is also working to get rapport to help to improve recipes that they have.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to leave this place better than he came.
Are there actual people inside of the dining room besides...
There's no one actually dining in there right now, no. It is the two people that are running the kitchen, and she's glad for help.
And
Ask if there's any injured or sick in the village.
I don't think... No one that I've heard of. I mean, certainly happens. There's no major injuries, but usually a few times a week someone will end up wrong side of a hoe or...
Any cut at all?
Out in the fields, Terry! Out in the fields! We're not
We're a
that kind
bunch
of
of
village!
children.
I do hate it when the hose cut back.
She is outside playing.
So, okay. I'm
But yeah.
trying to find out where those people are in the 45 minutes and go heal them.
Yeah, there'd
Anyone
be
that's been hurt
field
by a hoe
workers and
lately.
stuff. But otherwise, yeah, Billy and Stan and anyone else going back to the general store. You'll find that he's sort of set little bits of just like little piles of a few broken things, cracked things, etc. Each with like, here's something next to a pair of boots, or here's a few things next to, pants and a shirt, and he's just sort of set.
Cool.
See what you can do. Do you have mending as well?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mending
well.
requires lodestones.
Hmm?
Mending has the material component.
Well, I can summon the material component if I need to.
Yeah. So
It needs 2 lodestones.
Not a problem. But I just need to get back to...
I don't think you can actually summon 2 objects at once.
You can't summon 2 objects.
Oh! Wait, what if he summoned a bag of lodestones?
You couldn't open the bag and take one out.
Dumb as shit.
Oh, boo-hoo, I can't get around my trick. What if you summoned a salesman?
No,
Of
the lack of
lodestones.
casting focus is really dunking on us.
You know what? That's a great point. Can I just, find some... Dear Lord, this fluorescent light just got so much brighter over time. Can I just find somebody that's, is there somebody... does this lady know if somebody is in town, has, a little bit of magic in them that I might be able to, borrow some components from? Or do they just have lodestones holding up something on the fridge?
They don't there, no. It's like, no, and no real casters now. Anything that might have been dropped off would go through the general store.
Does the general store have any musical instruments in it?
Probably there's probably at least one amongst the things to be fixed.
Then how's broken is it?
Okay, also, is your do you have mending?
I have mending.
Yeah.
Hey Billy, can you figure out the solution here?
Go get rolling.
Rolfur? Yeah.
Yeah, Rolfur.
Yeah, well, he would be returning as well, because he was planning, he was meeting with the blacksmith and came back around the same time.
Oh, the black... He probably has lodestones.
Then yes, if I can hold one of the instruments in the store, I can fix these.
The instrument in the store is broken, but there is a sufficient instrument that Billy has crafted.
Yeah, say, are you capable of playing the flute?
Technically,
Okay.
I'll muddle through.
Yeah, you're half proficient. You're fine.
It's enough for magic.
Yeah.
I'm half proficient.
Yeah, you're half
Exactly.
proficient. It's fine.
I'm a jack of all trades.
Yeah, so go ahead and borrow
It's like,
my...
can you play the flute? Look at you like I've been wounded. Of course you can play the flute. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We all play everything. I got it.
Is it? Do I keep dropping out or what?
You did
Please
this
do.
there as well,
Not
and
there.
Ryan froze too.
Okay.
I'm still there. Yeah,
Yeah,
my video's still there. Bob's video isn't.
With an instrument,
Oh,
I can
computers.
use mending.
Okay. Yeah, I'll let you.
I'm missing Ryan and Bob now.
Let you borrow my.
Hope Ryan's
flute.
back.
Well, Bob is there. It's just he's not in front of the computer.
I had to go.
Oh no,
try
on my
light.
screen it doesn't show him. Like
Oh.
his is that 2 squares spinning.
Well, he's
Don't
back on
worry,
ours.
Yeah, we're
he's
good.
there.
And now he's gone. There he's back.
I thought I could try and reset
Okay,
it.
bud.
But anyways,
You
yes,
can't
you're
see
able
it.
to muddle through, repair the instrument first, and then yeah, you can.
And then yeah, I can go through and
Nice.
fix the other stuff.
You're able to basically fix through things over some time enough to earn clothes for the full party of 6 and shoes for 3 of you. He doesn't have more than that.
Yeah, it depends on who's can fit the size. I don't need shoes, or at least I don't think I do. I think I can get by with my turtle feet.
Mm-hmm.
I can just thicken the soles of my feet. I'm not gonna tell anyone that, but I'm just be like, nah, I'll be fine.
I won't be able to fit the shoes, but I would like them.
I don't know. Do any of them fit?
Except
Alex?
when no one else needs them. Do we have a Canadian standoff going on with these shoes?
Everyone's trying to. No, you.
I would love them, but I mean, I'll have to have mending in order
That's
to
what you do.
fix them. Because I'll have to tear them
I
apart.
mean, you made
grab
them,
the
so-
material.
Rolfur can cast mending
Good,
using
so
a
we
musical
can-
instrument.
Perfect.
Yeah, whoever made this stuff, they get first dibs, I think. So Austin and David.
Awesome.
I would love
I would
some
love
shoes.
some shoes.
All right. So who wants the last pair? The girl?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
She fit?
yeah, hell yeah.
Obviously,
When
the
she
child.
Okay, boom.
comes, when you find her returning, and you find her basically returning to the party, you also find that she is now wearing sort of a yellow-colored necklace. And when she sees you,
I mean, I'm carrying a book.
John, she is taken aback. She seems afraid of you.
You mean Hansel?
She didn't before?
She didn't before.
She's now afraid of Hansel.
Yes.
I asked the girl where she got the necklace.
It existed? It's nowhere. It's
Where'd you find it?
on my neck.
Dude, like, now is not the time to be questioning a 9-year-old about where she got a necklace.
I mean, someone
I'm not
gave it to
there,
her.
I'm cooking.
Yeah, you stop begging. Get out of here.
Also, you're not with me. I'm in the restaurant.
This is a little later after you've all met up and he's going and handing
Oh.
around clothes.
Oh, I didn't go to
Awesome,
that.
thank you.
I'm sitting by the fire in the restaurant.
Yeah, that's where they're going to be meeting up, since that's where everyone from
Yeah.
town will be coming later this evening.
What's the name of the town?
Two Shoes McGee.
Let's see.
Ain't this a geographical oddity? Not enough shoes for anybody.
So we meet up. Don't give little girl her shoes. She's afraid of Bob. So, did I miss
Pretz.
anything?
Pretz?
I asked her why she's afraid of him suddenly.
And,
Like in the
and,
most
and you
gentle
gestured
term
as,
possible?
as you did?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Did he do something?
Eric, what the shit?
Did he touch
Oh, hey, if a child's suddenly afraid of you, I'm gonna ask.
I'm seriously just sitting in the corner.
You don't ask this kind of stuff of a person in front of the person that they're afraid of.
Why? I asked, why are you afraid of this person? If they're suddenly afraid of him, yeah, I'm going to ask.
No, you take her aside to talk to her.
Also, don't you usually start with what's wrong, not why are you afraid of that person over
That's
there?
what I asked first.
Because she walked in.
That's what I
looked
asked
afraid.
first, and nobody does that.
I would know that she was looking at me and she became afraid. You would just know she walked in and looked afraid.
Yeah, I asked what's the matter.
Well, that's not what you said.
I got confused by the situation.
Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
I would like to improve upon the recipes and things that they have here at the restaurant. I want to leave the place in a better state than I found it. Do I need to make a check? Can I just?
Let's see. For actually improving that, that's going to be an intelligence with your cooking proficiency.
Cool.
Can I give suggestions and give him advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
You also have proficiency with it, I gather from.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I actually get proficiency and an extra D4 and guidance.
Be
Well,
inspired.
And advantage.
Be inspired.
And inspired. What is inspired? The D6?
D10.
D10. So we have 15. Oh, I rolled a 1 on the D10. Alright, so 15, 16. 16 plus 6 is 21, plus my proficiency is 4, is 29, plus 5 from intelligence is 34.
It's very good.
So yeah,
You point out that dishes could be much better if they added all these exotic spices that they can't obtain.
no, I'm specifically doing things that they have here.
Okay.
Like,
if,
wait,
yeah.
like,
if
no. Baking soda is different than sugar.
It's more like if you use one less potato in this recipe, and then you add this, it'll make it a more hearty tasting meal.
That's a good point. It's like, yeah, that won't affect the flavor whatsoever if you use one less potato and a little bit of just regular cornstarch. Fine.
Others is probably, just... yeah, efficiencies and things like that.
Make the meals bigger whilst making it more nutritious.
Yes.
And taste better.
Or just, like, even just stretching materials.
And eliminating as much waste as possible.
No, dandelions are food. Collect them.
But yes, you'll work on that. With a little more discussion, you're able to get a few more things to help mend that you can get. Essentially, the instrument that you repaired there was a drum, and he'll trade that to you for a little more work.
I am also not proficient in drums.
But you can make it work.
Make it work.
You go.
Proficient enough.
You're half proficient.
Do they have a single large lodestone or 2 lodestones at the blacksmith?
Okay, someone
That's
who's
true.
smarter than me. Yeah, it's like, what is a lodestone?
It's a magnet.
It's a magnet, and
Magnet?
it is actually useful
Yeah.
in blacksmithing because it can tell you when something's at critical temperature.
Yeah,
Because
they
when
would-
something's at critical temperature, it loses its magnetism.
Yeah, they'd have a few, and if you give them that option, I mean, what do you have to trade for one of them?
His life? No,
I mean, that is
I
also
can-
an option. Yes, you
No,
are
I'll-
definitely able to slaughter this
he's-
village.
he's got a bunch of metal he wants turned into nails. I'll fabricate it.
No, my busy work.
Okay.
I got-
I mean, yeah, he gives you the lodestone, but he's like,
Yeah.
just definitely,
Fabricate
yeah, exactly. That same mindset
fabricate
of,
one
okay,
of
what do I do with my day now?
I only have so many spells I have memorized right now. Fabricate is one of them.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, he'll definitely do it. You have one lodestone, so you can create the other and do what you want. But
Oh, yeah.
it's definitely the mindset
yeah.
for him of like, oh, okay, what do I do with my days now?
When he can,
Go and find a new lodestone, apparently.
he has a couple.
like he can just go and
He wouldn't give
enjoy-
up his only.
Yeah, I mean he can enjoy the fucking afternoon. Like this, it's like, what? What do you mean you have made all of the nails? A wizard did it.
I mean, you say that also, but in this kind of village, if you have nothing that you're working on,
Yeah. I mean, I have more spell slots. I can throw fabricate at more things if I need to. Like, you want more fabricate? I got more fabricate. You
Just
got
drop a
nothing
zone
to
of
do.
truth in the
I got
middle.
nothing to do.
The lady at the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
I asked her, do you think people would appreciate it if I played a melody on my flute during the dinner?
I'm gonna tell stories.
If it sounds good,
I give her a demonstration.
probably not on that one. You need a nicer flute.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna tell stories during dinner, anyways.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
okay.
do performance
Then I asked her,
storytelling.
and it's like, do we have a
That's
woodworker
why
in
the
town?
kid was suddenly afraid of Bob, or do we just move past that?
I mean, we're still getting towards
If you
dinner.
want to go ahead and question the child, I guess that's
No,
up to
I'm
you,
just
weirdo.
when the situation was
Not
like
so much-
changing in front of me. Yes,
It's
I'm
not
going
so
to
much
change
as
how to
questioning
react.
the child, so much as he's interrogating her.
That's true.
No, when
Why
you
don't
just
use
like
intimidation on her? I mean, she is 8. She could probably
do they
stand
have
up
a
to you
woodworker
otherwise.
in town, Adam?
What?
Do they have a woodworker in town?
Yes, they do.
okay,
I
I do
mean,
nothing.
who is
when I see
also
a
kind
child
of,
suddenly afraid of
does
Bob.
lumber
If you
work
want to like yell at her
and,
in front of everybody,
has
that's
basically
what I
spent
might
the
also
day
tell you.
going out and, you know.
Maybe
I
you
do
should get a
absolutely nothing when I was.
Uh,
Mind you,
yeah,
all I was trying to do was
what
give
you
a
want.
child a pair of shoes out of this situation.
Yeah, so I mean, you can
When
find
they
them
got
once they're
entirely
back in town
misconstrued.
for the evening.
Okay.
But yeah. Because, you know, as evening comes, the more boats start coming into the village in the hands, and this restaurant, as it were, ends up quite busy. As people, some of them just come through, pick up food, and take it home. Others gather, and it definitely ends up a raucous, just sort of everyone, you know, finally just down from their workday and enjoying and gathering.
I'm gonna go ahead and start doing a perform then.
Yeah, you can perform for a smaller group. There's really no way with this crowd to
I can project.
Oh yeah. So wait.
If I roll high enough, I will get their attention.
Hey, Adam,
I listen to the local stories.
Yeah.
thaumaturgy.
Oh, yep, there is that too.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Prestidigitation.
So Jodish or Hans
Yeah, Hansel.
Hansel.
Yeah,
is
Right
now just magnified over every. You get like a lot of just startled reactions when you start.
Can we do a duet?
I'm not singing.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm
Or
telling
right.
a story.
Oh.
But yeah, you can duet with this story.
No, you may not.
Toot, 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 toot.
No.
I'm the asshole's entire
So,
situation I have
since
going on
I
here.
get,
No,
what is it called?
I'm imagining
Since I
him
get,
like.
since I get cantrips, I can do guidance, right?
I
If
can
that's
give you
what you-
guidance. I took that cantrip. Yeah,
Well, don't I get
Guidance.
all the cantrips?
3.
You get 3.
I get 3. Okay.
With 3.
Okay, so that's a D4, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
And I am more than happy to throw out guidance wherever you'd like.
Yeah, here.
28. 28,
Doesn't that stack?
31. Yeah, 31.
What story? What are you telling?
Obviously, the story of his kingship.
No, obviously not. Why would I do that?
It's hilarious.
I'm going to tell a classic hero's journey story about a young farmer in a place similar to this. I tell Star Wars.
Okay, tell Star Wars.
Story. Hero's journey. Tells the hero's journey.
Yeah, it's a classic hero's journey.
Some of you over here, I don't understand what a Death Star is, but
I don't
why is
use
he
that.
laughing? I know.
Over here with the flute going. Dun, 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 dun.
But yeah, so you garner favor over a couple houses. If you want shelter for the night, you're able to split between a couple houses, and there's a couple people that have some spare rooms they can loan out.
Well, that's much appreciated. They are a kindly sort.
That's right. We are.
And then we wake up and continue on with our journey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, David, you could trade for a little bit more iron, and then you could use the iron to reinforce the cart so it's no longer rickety.
I asked the blacksmith if he could spare some of the nails that maybe weren't up to par.
Or just
They're
the
nails.
well,
How do you make them bad?
Yeah, how bad are you?
You need a raw ore. You can't do it from nails. Nails can be a component, but if you're using the nails to turn it into like iron shotting the wheels so that they're sturdier, that wouldn't work. You need raw ore. So like if you're building a house, you need nails. If you're adding iron to like the axle casing and the wheels, you need iron.
You know, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. Fair
So,
enough. I had to do a lot of knowing how to use fabricate in your game.
Yeah, that's fair. But like, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if we break something on the cart, I'll just mend it. I've got a lodestone now.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
How far is this Pretz town from Dalport?
I think about 6 days, I believe. Yeah, you're about 6 days south.
So we go
Okay.
and head that direction.
Anyone? While you do kind of split, how do you does anyone want to have conversations once you're basically split into a couple rooms overnight? Because I know Stan was trying to
try to finagle the kid to stay in the same place I am, so I can be like, listen,
Okay.
I don't know what you're seeing, but we need to keep this on the down low.
Okay, well, it'd be you two, and it would be at least one other in that room.
Before we sleep, I do let everyone know that it's been at most a few months since we all died.
I appreciate that.
Or since I died.
Okay.
You only know you.
They don't take time to-
So, I guess my guess, based on the suspicion I've had, Stan, do you end up wanting to be the third person if John is...
I mean, I'm not gonna openly say that there's kind of a bounty on my head and they want me dead again, probably. So I'm just gonna.
You missed my point. When John is saying basically for splitting up the room and he'll be with Alice, do you then go for the
How
third
does
person in
Alice
that room?
react to that?
She's not. She doesn't say no.
Like I said, initially when I heard the situation, it sounded like the child was like terrified by the sight of Bob.
I mean, she can.
So yes, if I had seen that, yes, my questions instantly would be as my nature intended.
Yeah, and that is what you saw. Yes, her initial look was fear at the sight
difference.
of
I
Hans.
misunderstood the initial situation.
No. Her initial situation was at the sight of Hans. She looked frightened.
She can
I got
stay
a
with
6
me
on
in
my
the room.
insight, so I'm chill.
I mean, me and her get along. She can.
Yeah,
stay
I probably
with
should
me.
have asked for an insight check.
So it'll be Billy, John, and Alice in one house.
Little girl's afraid of a possible king. That's legit. I see
Terry,
nothing
Stan, and
wrong
Rolfur.
here.
Okay.
Yeah, Terry, Stan, and Rolfur
Yeah,
off in
no,
the
no,
other
no.
house. So Billy is around when you would be trying to.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not proficient in, so this is gonna be low. 5.
I
I got 10 on it.
I try to find a time where I could pull her aside to have a private conversation.
And murder her.
She doesn't necessarily want you to touch her.
What?
She doesn't seem to want you to touch her.
I don't try to touch her. I want to.
When you use the
talk to
word pull her
Those
aside,
are different things.
pull her aside.
Okay,
Would be like grabbing
that is
someone
a
by the
turn of
arm.
phrase. It is a very common turn of phrase. When you pull someone aside, you don't literally pull them. That's
It can
assault.
be.
No. Usually you grab them by the arm and you lead them. Not like forcibly,
No,
but you would
don't.
still.
I
Hey,
have
Alice,
never
can I talk to you for
literally
just a minute
grabbed
in
anyone
private?
and pulled them
I
I would
aside.
really
You say,
appreciate
"Hey,
that.
can I speak
No,
to
you're a
you?"
monster.
You can
That's
just
how that
say,
conversation
I
Can
want
I
to
speak
talk
to
to
you?
you. You can
Pulling
with
them
me.
aside.
Meanwhile, Terry's over there going, herp, derp, derp. Something's wrong.
Yeah, like we noticed the child was like frightened of you when I was trying to give her shoes initially.
Which is legit.
That's okay.
He's a king.
That's
Or-
all
Peasant
neat.
girl.
But am I able to find a time to speak to her privately?
Billy's still in the room, but yeah, she'll kind of go over to the
So,
other
no.
side.
The answer to
She'll
my
go
question
over to
is
the
no.
other side if you want to speak in hushed voices, if that's your comment.
Okay. So I go, listen, I'm not human. I never have been. But this is the face I wear, and it is who I am. I'm sorry that what I look like is scary.
That's different.
Okay.
It's very colorless. If you've seen the art
Yeah.
from that, it's
they're weird looking.
Stark,
I'm like,
stark white, just kind of.
yeah, I'm like
A ghostly is probably the.
I try to do a persuasion on I'm the same person, and I don't want people to know because people try to kill me for who I am, or what I am. So that's
Persuasion at disadvantage?
why.
Because it's not.
I didn't say that. You just move on.
23.
Okay. Yeah, she's not fighting on that.
I just like, so we're good. I don't even know if Adam hears me,
I do.
because
He's busy thinking.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, because you do weird head movements all the time, so I don't know if you're being the character or just moving around.
She kind of nods and we're okay.
Okay. Then I go back and go and lay down.
Yeah. But otherwise, do the three of you?
Why did you have to throw a child into this? This makes this whole thing really freaking weird.
I threw a child into this because it means that I get an NPC to help move some things along if needed, but it's one that doesn't know so much that they are leading you.
And people are suddenly
Also,
very protective
because-
out of nowhere.
I wanted, because of what you guys did, I wanted to choose my human NPCs from fiction, and so I chose characters from fiction I enjoy.
It should have been a halfling child, so that she would be like a foot tall.
No.
But it had to be a child because otherwise we wouldn't care about it. If it was like an adult human, like, oh, you're fine, you're gonna die, whatever.
We would have
won't
all
care.
kinds of
If it's a
suspicions.
small child, we must protect you. This is an escort mission now, you son of a bitch.
But otherwise,
Some created escort mission.
otherwise, yeah. So you're each able. You've all have clothes. The three of you have shoes. You have your instrument. They're doing food again for the next morning before everyone goes off to work. So by the time you're up and that, you find that they're already well in the kitchen working, trying to
I'm
imply.
very happy to get up early to help with that.
Yep. Yeah, so they'll do that.
After the months of
you feel?
River of Pain, this is wonderful.
Oh yeah, the pain of hunger probably would have meant more to some of you than others.
These soldiers blast and pull out of field.
That's not how that works. You're just blowing up things. You can't use it in a constructive manner. That's like using dynamite to plow a field.
Not quite ideal.
So it would work.
Hey,
You're
dude,
saying.
declaration on how precise it is.
Alright.
How accurate I am with it.
Explosion.
Yeah, did we want to spend like an extra day in town in order to get food, or do we want to just eat what Terry can conjure for us on our trip towards Talport?
To be fair,
Terry,
conjured food that I make is amazing.
yeah, I don't know why we need food.
Can I get
And we got
like
purples.
for all the
we
assistance?
can forage.
Yeah.
Can I get like a bag of flour, some salt, some sugar, some like basic cooking supplies along the way?
I imagine sugar
Make a
would be
persuasion.
difficult.
Hmm?
Well, I don't know. That depends on the environment.
Yeah.
Like if it's tropical, sugar is easy.
Yeah. Well, like just some basic cooking supplies. Is my thoughts.
Make a persuasion.
Awesome. I can do that. If my mouse if the batteries in my mouse didn't die, I could do that.
Just go to the pet store and get a new one.
Anyway, 28 before I start throwing guidance and shit in.
Okay. Yeah, they'll get you some.
Sweet. So now I can make us real food without that kind of
Kind of pause.
Another
Mouse
cardboardy taste.
what-
Oh, the camera keeps dying a horrible death.
what is that? The color from Terry Pratchett's Discworld? Octarine. It doesn't have that like octarine flavor to it. We can get real food without the octarine flavor.
Bold of you to assume that I've read Discworld.
But yeah, so you're able to get some things and pack up. And set out in your cart, moving onward. And as you leave, Rolfur would notice...
Roll for what? What are we rolling for?
The joke happened. Everyone, the joke happened.
Rolfur notices that as Alice is sort of riding away, and so, the couple of kids from town that she'd hung out with, kind of greet her like that, and she does the same motion, flashing light in her palm as she goes.
She has worshippers. The bitch.
Children are dumb. That's not fair.
Okay, next target audience. I know where I'm going.
Hey,
I don't have a big enough city to ply my trade.
Okay, so now all of a sudden we
I
have a bunch of weird
like,
guys going town to town trying to talk to the kids.
Oh. There wasn't any like
5 guys, 1 girl.
Yeah.
Can I?
It's a good
They didn't have
sitcom.
they didn't have like a book that I could have bought, did they? Like a cookbook or a blank book.
They had a couple of books, but no cookbook, none that are blank. No.
Okay, cool. Because I can base the spellbook off a cookbook. I'll be happy with that.
Otherwise,
But-
you have 6 days on the path.
Right along.
Okay. I, David, do not have 20 intelligence by a long shot.
No.
Can Terry, who does have 20 intelligence, over the course of several days, turn trees into a book? Via fabricate.
What crafting proficiencies does Terry have? Is it just cook's tools, or
I keep grabbing my dead mouse. Smithing tools. He also has smithing tools.
smithing? No, he would not know how to make paper or parchment or anything of that. Nope.
Yeah, I took a spell that is not as useful as I thought it was. The skill proficiency, the skill empowerment.
Like I
spell.
said, you've been able to do a lot of things because a lot of things, even if you're not necessarily making a good quality, the concept is there. But making paper is one that definitely you need more than just the concept, or that you
I'm
need
gonna
at
have
least
to
the
burn a
concept. And
divine
without the
ability on the
proficiency, you don't have the
proficiency
concept
thing.
of how to make paper.
Oh man.
I mean, you could definitely make planks of wood that are clean enough to write on. But if you want to
You
start,
could do planks of wood and then burn the words into them and just make a very heavy book.
yeah.
You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going
probably
to
not going to be your long-term solution, but for now, you can start writing down your...
Yeah, I'm gonna improve the cart, putting like actual like full planks of wood and like having like oversized wooden bits to like replace the metal, what should be metal, so it breaks down a little less often. Just like spend all my fabricates over the days and mendings, just like like fixing up the cart, making it bigger, more robust, and covering it in arcane writings. And as
You're
we're
turning your cart
traveling-
into the spellbook, eh?
And as we're traveling, I'll just like read the cart. It's not like I prepare the same spells every day because it's all that I have memorized.
Yeah.
And that's all that's going to be written on the cart. But damn it, those will be written on the cart.
Yeah, just so there's somewhere, I guess.
This shitty cart is going to have a bunch of spells on it.
Eventually you take it to a wizard and be like, I'll sell you my spell cart.
Wait, are we going to end up like the caravan like Austin's game?
No, he's just turned this cart into his spellbook. He's just started writing on
In
it.
case something happens, and I somehow manage to get other spells to prepare, I can look at this card and get the ones I have right now.
I can contribute spells if you need help writing it.
Can you seriously like add spells to a spellbook?
If I assume if we're on your spellbook, yes.
Absolutely.
Adam, DM approval?
I'm trying to figure out what you would be doing for that, because you don't...
Like, if I just wrote, like, since he has my type of spell, like, I have some overlapping spells as well.
Okay, Act of the Tome.
Yeah.
And do you have one of the... What is it? The, invocations that...
I don't have a quill to write on.
Do you have the
Seems like a
invocation
writing
Book of Ancient Secrets?
Yeah.
So
That's
you have-
what the...
That's the one that gives you a couple of rituals?
Is that
Gives
the
you
book you
best
summoned?
ritual.
Oh, no, I didn't pick that. No, I didn't pick that evocation, no. But I thought the power to write spells, like, I could write it down with them. Like, I don't
No,
have to
your
transcribe
book
it.
just gives... Basically, by default, your book is just giving you...
Oh, no. He was saying write stuff, like write spells into a book. I was offering to help, like, cut down the time that he would
Oh no.
be
okay.
writing.
No, that
No, I thought you were like talking about like adding spells. Okay, no, the
No,
card.
no.
You got plenty
no.
of time.
Eric, if you try to read the spells that are written into the cart, like literally carved into the cart, they're recipes. They are food recipes.
Yeah.
They have listed
If I
ingredients
write in my
and
book,
cooking
I write in
instructions.
yours. Spellcasting, same difference. It's like chemistry.
No,
All the
like,
instructions. You move your hands like this a little bit, and bippity boppity.
Okay.
Bippity boppity, you're on fire.
Does
Yeah.
anyone
But
want to
it's
do
your cake
anything?
recipe.
Yeah. Anyone want to do anything else over the 6 days of travel?
I try and help people accordingly. That's
I spend the 6 days using, I guess, persuasion and performance to inspire people to trust me.
Was I able to
Trust
talk to
me.
that
Trust
the
me.
woodworker?
Yeah, you were able to. I'm sorry. Yeah, I skipped on that. What were you? So back in town.
Yeah, I was wondering if he would be able to do something to help me, or I could do something for him so I'd be able to make a better flute.
He would have no capability with that.
No, like as far as him being able to provide me with the tools so I can make my own.
He wants carving tools.
Yeah.
Because
I made whatever this flute out of rocks and stuff.
Yeah, he'll let you just to watch, see what you'll do. Yeah, he'll just take a little time. You get, again, it's nothing fancy, but it's enough that it sounds better than it did before. Yeah.
Give him a performance and thank him for his generosity.
Yeah. But
And then we burn the town down and take everything we can, and then we leave.
Salt the ground.
poor Alice.
Oh, she's tied up in the back. She doesn't have a choice. So we continue on, no problem. Nothing,
yeah,
nothing
Al,
evil
we're
done
just
at all.
like Alice. You think you get worshippers first? You don't get worshippers first.
So to ask, are you actually burning down?
Oh
No. Absolutely.
I'm not sure how evil you guys are yet.
no, Bob and I love the joke
never
of being
tried to
evil,
define
but
that thought.
I don't know if we would really enjoy being evil that much.
Oh, I might get too into it.
I can't think of an evil route for the life giver.
I mean, you could do whatever.
Yeah, I mean, undead army, but yeah, but that's about it.
But yeah, so otherwise, you get to a much bigger city. Last part of the trip is going through a little bit of.
Do we pass anybody on the road?
Someone, one of you can make a luck check.
I will take a luck check. I will do so
Yeah.
with guidance.
I have bad luck.
And
I will
assist-
give David guidance. How do you do that again?
I don't have big bad, but it's still not great.
so with guidance and assistance and inspiration,
10.
because Adam didn't say no to any of that, I'm doing it. 18 plus 8 plus 4. So 26 plus 4 is 30.
Alright.
And you get a D4 from.
I got it.
Yeah.
That's in there.
So
Okay.
then, probably around the point you're entering the forested area, probably less than a day before Dahlport, there's a spot where you meet up with a road that kind of enters into the woods, and right around there, there's kind of a makeshift kind of tree stand up at the front edge, guard posts like along the side of the road where there's there's some elven woman sitting just sort of watching out towards the road as you're coming in from the side, and she's definitely kind of stands up, doesn't draw a weapon, but has like her hand on like a crossbow as she's seeing your little troop coming up just along the beach from the unusual route.
I waited the whole time.
Yeah. So I let the group know we really shouldn't be going into a big city without any money. So we should probably see about seeing what we can do for this lady to get as much money from her as we can.
That sounds like mugging, but.
No.
I
We
just
want
look
to-
at Terry and I say, I mean, I'm a little old, but maybe she'll pay me.
anything that she wants. We want to
85-year-old gigolo and.
Look at Adam's face. Just so unhappy.
Okay, well I don't know what the laws are from your kingdom, but where I'm from, there's people for that.
Yes.
So, can we take persuasion checks to try to to just kind of exchange persuasion for money?
Just give us money. We're very persuasive. I don't think
We
I
are
wanna
so
kill
entertaining
Terry.
and interesting, and look at all the stuff that we know.
You
and
can
you're
make
telling me-
as you're passing by, you can make a check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Done.
Oh, begging, David.
Yeah, that is what they're doing. Yes.
My thoughts are less begging so much as, hey, would you like entertainment for a bit
Hey, David, can we just knock down a tree and try and sell some lumber?
to this random whatever.
Also, we
I gotta-
don't own
I-
those trees. You understand that trees are property of the kingdom in which they reside.
Also, I shenanigan a 30 luck check to try to get a person that can give us money. I'm gonna take a damn roll.
Huh?
Or
What?
we could ask for work
I can make a
directly.
performance check if we
Eric,
want.
your camera went down, just so you know.
Okay, I'm trying to fix it.
Did you say you have a performance check?
Yeah, and it's like I could make a performance check if we want to go with the idea that we're entertainers and try to get busker money.
Yeah,
I
let's.
got 26.
Well, there you go. A disadvantage? Well done.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 and a 9. And then I got a 4 with my guidance.
I was waiting to roll anything, hoping someone would try it.
Because you have a poor.
No, I've got
Bonus.
persuasion. That's it.
So wait, Bob's
I'm
making
double proficiency in persuasion.
I do too, but
Same.
yours is still better.
wait, Bob's making the performance check.
He's making
Well, he-
persuasion.
Oh.
He was the first one to do anything. He made a persuasion.
Are
for
you also
26.
gonna
It
start
is
playing
at
while he's?
disadvantage,
I'm
correct.
trying to figure out
It's
what
up
we're
to
trying to
you.
do at the moment.
We're
And-
trying to get money from this lady in the
I mean-
Well,
plains.
seeing how Ryan is so gung-ho about performing, I guess I'll say, would you like a few
We're at
coins for a
disadvantage?
performance? And then Ryan
Yours
starts
wouldn't be.
playing.
Oh, mine wouldn't be. Okay. I don't know. Am I inspired or am I just guidance?
Guidance.
I don't
I'll
have
throw guidance on you too.
You can't
Only
double
You
guide.
one
can't
guidance.
double guidance.
Yeah.
No, the only person who can inspire me is Roland. Or Rolfur.
Rolfur.
Mm.
His name is really easy to remember. It's Rolfur, like roll for
Well,
initiative.
yeah,
you don't need to
well-
roll for initiative.
Rolfur is over there doing nothing to help
There was
anybody.
a character in another game that was named Roland.
I am watching and remembering.
Ah, okay.
Super good.
That's what he does.
So on my performance check,
Yes.
I get a
Wrong with you?
32. I
On
get
what?
a 32 on my flute performance.
Well, that'll do.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
You entertain for a bit. And ultimately, yeah, she'll give some money. She gives a gold and 6 silver.
Nice.
There we go. Ryan, you want to throw that in the party
I don't
fund?
want to wait in there to, like, oh man, if I had money, I'd throw more in there, man.
Yeah, I got a gold and 6 silver in our funds.
You know what? It's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's like that is it's like for what you're doing, especially just going for one person who's just basically has a is basically making a living as a watching the edge of this.
Yep.
Is there
So
like
you basically you convinced her that yes, she should pay attention to this performance, and that you're not trying to sneak somebody by, or do something illicit while she's paying attention, and then.
These 5 weirdos and a kid just showed up out of these 4 weirdos, a kid and a fat guy showed up out of nowhere, and one of
How
them.
are you not including yourself in the weirdo list, Mister? My cart is covered with magical recipes.
I would like to state that his obesity is more of a
He just wants to make
factor
it
than
clear
his
if we ever get anyone who decides that they're a fan of the show and wants to make art for it, that his character is very fat.
I do plan on commissioning an art for it eventually.
I'd love to see it.
He's gonna have a wizard hat, but it's gonna be like the broad wizard hat, but instead of a point, it's gonna go up to like one of the
A
tufts,
chef
like
hat. But right now, you're just in makeshift clothes that you're able to get from some nothing.
Yeah,
but-
like I'm imagining that the clothes that he has like mended together those like white cotton sheets to like expand it.
I love it. I love it.
But yeah. Anyway,
I love how
Needed
visual
some-
you are.
I needed those lodestones. I needed them.
I, on the other hand, am still wearing my toga.
Whatever, you're royalty. You could do it.
Yeah,
I'm wearing
exactly. I can do
actual
whatever I want. I pull it off. Toga, bare feet, whatever. Still a king.
Yeah, I'm glad that they had Turtle Man clothes.
They made things work.
Yeah.
Also mended together with sheets
Yeah.
to extend over the back. Anyway,
Yeah.
so into town with our gold and silver.
Yep. But yeah, so you make your way in, and
Hey, Rolfur, if you see coins on the ground, pick them up. We are that poor.
and there are people
I don't
that
know
sort
what
of
you're talking about. I don't know
check
what you're talking
halt
about.
you on the way
Cart.
in to check the cart. They look a little weird at the writing, but you have almost nothing you're carrying, so it's pretty quick check, and they.
Yeah, I asked.
And there's also an examination, and a pick at the Pegasus wings as they're like.
I would like to make a luck check to see if any of the guards are interested in the recipes on the cart.
Why?
Because I can, and I want
Fair
to.
enough. Okay.
That is an
Do you have
8,
any samples?
so I'm pretty sure I'm fucked.
Say an 8?
David,
Yep.
do you have any
Yeah,
samples?
they're not cooks.
Yep.
So we had 6
If David
days,
has samples,
6 days
I
ago.
do not have
27 to
samples.
tell
For
them.
the love of God.
Look, the luck check to see if
6
they
days
have
on the road,
interest in the
correct.
first place. If they're not interested, don't force them. They're
Uh,
guards. Stop fucking with the cops.
in the 6 days of
Hey, you want to buy
travel,
some village cops?
That's some white folk boldness if I've ever seen it.
could I go ahead and have some conversation with Rolfur so we can get an idea whether or not our deaths were separated by a large amount of time or not?
Yeah. Do you have history?
I'm half proficient in history.
You're half proficient in history. Yeah, with some conversation on that with Rolfur, you're able to figure out. Let's see.
Can we just ask the date?
Fucking quiet. I don't trust Rolfur.
It just seems like the easiest thing. Like, what's today's date?
I trust
pretty
the
sure I know,
dragon
like,
over
what was
here more
last
than I
week.
trust Rolfur.
I still have 2 columns, so every time you're pointing, I'm like, you're pointing at the wrong people.
I have a picture
Yeah,
of
same.
where we're located. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no,
I am
he's
not-
doing great. I love it. He's totally Brady Bunching this.
There's not enough folks.
Yeah,
Enough.
but to the best.
My brain is having enough trouble keeping this in track.
Yeah.
Can we get some cat cams going?
Yeah, you're able to compare dates during that trip and find out that Rolfur is probably the one that has died the longest ago.
Oh, okay. So Rolfur's death was the
He does
longest
not wanna
time
wake up.
ago.
Yeah, and that you're basically able to narrow down from some things that basically he died about 2 months ago, down to
The hour.
probably, well, no, but let's see. You're probably maybe a little over a month ago for Billy. Let's see. Terry would have probably been a
There's no
very
way to
similar.
date Terry.
Hmm?
There probably wouldn't be any way to date Terry.
You wouldn't know what day it was when you had your duel.
No, like I'm trying to think of like we're in completely different countries. Would we?
I know someone
Well,
whose
the
death would be
phone
important
system?
to be noted across a different country.
Yeah, you'd probably be around a month as well. John, you have been dead for less than a week.
The news just got here.
Yeah. No, it's like
Like-
the news may not have gotten here. And
The
it's,
king died.
it's probably
No,
been...
like no, I'm right here.
Oh,
Did I die?
this is not my kingdom.
No, this is not your game. Stan would probably be about a little over 2 weeks ago that you would have died.
So, with how word travels, though, from where...
Yes, and that is all from time of when you came back. So it's been about
from
another
these
week for
lines,
everyone.
That would be a decent travel time, then.
Yeah, it's been about another week for everyone since then, just with your travel time. So there's just kind of...
because I was about to say, did I die and immediately pop up, so
No.
everyone else had to go through months of pain, and me, with my kingly privilege, just, nope, you were in there for about 5 minutes.
Bing.
But 5 minutes of torment for you compared to what you're used to.
Oh,
No one was
look,
waiting
these
on me,
sheets,
no.
Like these sheets have got like 60 thread count. How rough and spun is this?
I'm just saying, before I was king, I also, did
Yeah.
other things.
Yeah, so that gives you you would be able to connect dates and actually just get to that information. That is true.
All right.
Yeah.
So that is a fair point.
What's
You can
last
do that.
week? Okay.
Yeah, it's like, well, what week was that?
Yeah. Unless it's like those religions where they should have just changed the calendars.
There's been no gods.
Yeah.
As soon as we get into town, I'm gonna break off and be like, hold on, I got something, gotta go check on something. And I just wander away from everyone.
Okay.
Alright, now it's time for the 5 campaigns.
Oh, no. I come
Yeah,
back about a
yeah.
half hour later, looking like...
So do you get any sort of meeting spot with the rest of them before you wander
Yeah,
off?
can we establish a meeting spot beforehand?
Is there a bar nearby?
Yeah, there's a few taverns right by this entrance gate that you're coming in, the south entrance. Yeah, there's a few bars. Your factory is in this city, I believe.
Yeah. I was gonna go and visit Chuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
So what I'm hearing is that 2 people in the group just immediately be like, "See ya," and just leave.
No, I'd say we'll go ahead
listen,
and talk
I'll
over.
be at that tavern tonight. I gotta go pick something up.
But
Yeah, we can meet
Okay.
at this tavern. That's fine.
Alright, what is
Alice
your
has a
game
very
plan?
similar response to Terry.
I go and start looking around to see if there's any outposts of
yeah.
the spy network that I've built in this particular town.
That
Betting it's a luck check.
is a luck check.
I'm going to ask Alice if she wants to come visit with me.
Yes, you-
Just a straight 16. I have no
Alice,
bonuses
if-
to luck.
You you know that there should be some contact here. You do not know who it is, but you know where you would be able to drop a note that at least within a few days it should be checked on if you would like to basically come by parchment or something to write something down, there would be a way
Your
that
king
you would
has
you know where
arrived.
you'd be able to leave something.
Okay. As I'm walking, I duck into a dark corner or another, and I turn into a beautiful woman. And then I go find a scribe. And about a couple hours later, I have parchment and paper, and I leave. Or parchment and ink. And I leave.
Because I don't feel like making rolls for that. Yeah, as far as just trying to get a piece of
mean-
paper and a pen, yeah, you could. You are capable of getting a piece of paper and a
Ask
pen.
somebody probably. But
If I do a,
on the line.
I have performance. Can I throw that in there and maybe get a little pay for my paper and pen as well?
At
Really?
that point,
Professor
you're
Lee?
making me think about what you're doing here. I don't know if I should reward that.
I don't know how this is surprising. My character likes to trick people.
Bob likes to trick people.
Bob likes to trick Adam. Make a performance check.
At triple
Dexterity.
He did enough. Guy gets his money back. Keeps his pencil.
Nick was asking questions. Okay.
Poor Nick not
performance.
joining in on the game.
Yeah, he just comes in and starts ruining things. That would be a 24.
You give a lovely dance show that people watch and enjoy, and yeah, you're able to get some pen and paper, and we'll say 13 silver.
Oh, that wasn't what I was doing. I was being.
We don't need to go into specifics, but that's, from whatever you're doing there, that's we're all making a.
You spent
In
half
case
an
you
hour.
clearly didn't understand.
No, I got it perfectly, and I gave you what you.
You spent like half an hour and got 13 silver and pen and pen.
You
Paper.
did,
Good
you
job.
did compensated
Okay.
dating.
And,
That's cool.
and ink, I assume. So
Yes.
I go and I leave, and then I leave coded dead drops specifically for my other son, not the king, but the spy. And I leave him a coded message that says, "Not all as it appears," and that always makes for a very fun joke. See you
You're not
soon.
trying to get things. You are just trying to play with.
He's fucking with his
I don't know how
children.
this is surprising that I'm fucking with him.
He's going through all this effort to fuck with his children.
No, just the one. The other
Yeah, not the
child
other
who
one.
believes he's dead. There's the one I like, who knows he's my son, and the one I don't like, who doesn't know that he's not my son.
You
You're an
say not all as it appears.
Is there a hospital with sick people at all,
So
Adam?
many levels.
I go there.
Not all. Yeah, not all. Not all is all. Not is all that has appeared. I've one up to myself, my boy. See you soon. And then I put a code word in for specifically me, but as me as a doppelganger, not me as the
Yeah.
king. So he knows that I will not be showing up in that guise.
Yeah.
So you're saying
Oh, also I put in there, catch me if you can.
Okay. And you do know that it will take a while for this to actually get back to him, but
That's okay, it's going to take us a while to get there.
yeah.
you're a very special man.
I have a theme.
Okay, so I have a note because that will be relevant later. Otherwise, so Billy and
Yeah,
Alice are going to the.
I would like to give Alice the option, in case she doesn't want to go to the candy factory with him, that she can. I'm gonna go and basically
Thank
try to
you.
get a day job at a.
Would you like to go to work or go to the
Yeah.
candy
No.
factory?
Do you want to hang out at a like? Basically, I'm giving her an out if she needs it.
She doesn't.
Not gonna be. It's not gonna be glamorous. It's not gonna be fun.
She doesn't.
It's
Okay,
literally Willy Wonka. What's wrong?
Turns out the 8-year-old.
It's not Willy Wonka. It's Billy Wonka.
Yeah, Billy Bonka.
Billy Bonka.
Billy Wonka. Totally different.
Billy Bonka.
I think it's Wonka.
No, it's Bonka.
Is it Bonka? Okay.
Yeah, I did it to keep the alliteration.
Okay.
But yeah,
Alliteration
either
is
way,
very
point
important.
is that Terry gives her an out. She can sit at a booth or something. But like the point is that she has an option.
She'll go. What are you doing, Terry?
I'm just gonna go to that tavern and convince them that it's in their best interest to let that I can help their
More cooking.
tavern and just I'm getting a day job at the tavern we're supposed to meet at.
The Stan?
I'm a traveling chef.
Yeah. What is Stan up to?
I volunteer at the hospital or find one. You said there's a bigger town, right?
Yeah, this is a capital
this is a
city.
major
Yeah,
town.
You can't find a hospital, so you need to make one. But first, you need to make the cause. You need to make the demand.
No, I'm not
for a
hiring you.
hospital
Get out of
first.
here. Shoot. Get out of here.
In
I'm
order,
not hiring you. Get out of here.
yeah, in order to create a hospital,
I'm not
you
making
must
anything
first
yet.
invent
No.
the universe.
There's no hospital. They need
Where are the
demand.
sick people?
Start
Where are the
making
sick and injured?
demand.
There are sick
Go there.
people. There are sick people.
Yeah.
There is a medical office here.
I go volunteer and start healing people.
I go around and I try to find clothes that are serviceable and that I can make. Not like I basically want to look like a rogue, but the clothes I can be whatever size as long as it fits what I need it to be because I will fit the clothes.
He wants to make
I'm going to be
spandex
shifting into fitting clothes.
rogue clothes.
Yes, I'm stealing like dark clothing, a cloak, that kind of stuff. I'm going to go and look for that kind of stuff to steal.
Okay.
And then I'm going to transform myself into someone who doesn't look like me and fit into it. After that, I'm going to spend all of my time going around getting people to trying to convince people to pay me to go and fuck with other people. Like if there's someone who's trying to break up these people's marriage because they're after either the husband or the wife, I can go and make it look like the other one's cheating, that kind of stuff. And
No one in the world would ever do that. That's terrible.
No, people are awful.
Oh,
They
that's
do that
fine.
all the time.
No. This is a much better world than that. Rolfur.
To finish mine out,
Adam, he's going around and
Uh,
fucking people's lives up for money.
I know.
No, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like, you can decide what it's actually doing,
Yeah.
but he's gonna do the dirty work to fuck people's lives up for money.
It's terrible. What is Rolfur up to?
What? I didn't hear
hold
you.
on, and a more wholesome route to finish out my thing. 34 to persuade people to follow me on my my religious, like the healing ways.
Let me-
Yeah, no, we'll
let
get
me
to
wrap
that.
up
We'll
that
get to that
real
when we
quick.
actually go with it. I'm
My
just trying to get
God,
a basic
worship
idea of what you're
me.
doing.
I'm getting close in here.
What are you doing, Rolfur?
Trying to,
I don't know how to phrase it, but I'm getting close.
he's trying to St. Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to
I
that. when we
volunteer
get to
the work, but
So you're out there proselytizing.
helping just would be.
it. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
We'll play that when we get to you. What were you up to, Rolfur?
Since everyone's splitting up, I will do what I did when I was living. Find the nearest administrative building and offer my services as a scribe and end-of-life clerk.
Okay. So we will start.
Because that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, we will start with John, and you can make your first your sleight of hand check.
That would be... How many of these things am I allowed to use guidance on, for the record?
I believe guidance is for the next action, so it would be anything that you really have to, where you have a point where you can use your action to guidance, and then you would be able to accomplish the task in one action.
You have
Okay.
a chance to prep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 27 on sleight of hand.
They don't notice.
If you have if you know that you're gonna do a thing, and you have the chance to scratch your butt before you do the thing, then you can get guidance.
Yeah. As long as
Okay.
that thing isn't something that takes a long period of time. If it's something that takes... Because it's basically affecting an action. So if it's something that you're basically doing over a long period of time, and you have to
But what if you
continually
do
be
guidance
doing...
over and over again?
Well, then you'd have to be able to keep stopping doing that thing to do it. So if it were the thing that comes to my mind was if it's something like for, surviving harsh conditions where you're having to do that every second the entire way, you can't really guidance
Yeah, but what if
yourself
it's
to that.
ruining someone's life?
You have plenty of time to stop between that.
Okay, there you
Excellent.
go, Bob.
And it's not necessarily ruining someone's life. It's rearranging their
Stop
life.
arguing.
And then you can make a
It doesn't
luck.
have to ruin things. For
You can make a
example,
luck
there's,
check to see if there's anyone that around that wants you to, or that wants
Okay,
lives ruined.
here's a scenario. Let's say some
I
father
get it.
sees that his daughter is in a bad marriage, and he wants that guy to no longer be there. So
He wants to
has
ruin that
me-
guy's life.
He has me go in there and plant evidence that that guy has been stealing, and then report him to the police.
He wants to ruin that guy's life.
Yeah, you read the story of how my character came to be, right?
Yeah, you ruined a lot of people's
How are you
lives.
getting work so easily? Is my question. That seems very nichey.
Yeah, that's why the first step is a luck check.
Yeah.
It's also the kind of thing, once you start really, advertising to, you don't find anyone that wants that without having to advertise your services, and you're very aware advertising that service means that you lose all credibility.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to try and find other people then.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. They don't have to be pure, they just have to not be a dick move.
They don't have to be pure, they have to be paying.
Yeah, they don't have to be pure, they have to be paying. That's a pretty good way to put it.
Yeah.
You're an ass.
Yeah.
So you're working
the
on
god of
that.
trickery.
Terry, make a chef's cooking
Sure.
check.
I'll do that.
Cooking utensil. Perfect.
Let me grab my dice that my mouse that doesn't actually work for a second.
I mean, I don't
I'm
have a
gonna
mouse next to me that
Okay.
doesn't work, but I have two mice for two different computers, and I
I'm
grabbed
gonna
the wrong one.
I'm gonna use a luck die. I'm gonna use a luck point because fuck that 5.
Just keep track of
But how many luck points do we get?
No. I have a feat that gives me lucky,
Oh.
the lucky feat, which gives you 3 points that you can re-roll dice a day.
Okay.
So 20 plus 5
Good
plus 4, 29. 29 plus the d4 from... I forgot the d4. It's 33.
Yeah.
The best fucking chef this person's ever heard of,
Yeah.
ever seen, just walked in and said, "Hey, pay me to work here." And it's like, "Okay, sure, I'll give you bottom dollar." And I'd be like, "Sure."
Yeah, it's
And like,
basically a yes. That you get it there, you show up, but there is zero chance of them not saying like,
Yeah.
come into the kitchen. But they're like, but we pay a gold a day.
I'm not
But
asking.
you're-
I'm not asking for what I'm worth. I'm asking for what he can get.
Yeah, it's like, and he'll give you that. He's like, as long as you want to come back.
And I would like to point out that while I'm willing to take what he can give,
Mhm.
I am giving all that I can.
Okay.
Goodbye, Bob. We will miss you.
And he's bad.
There we go. Let's see.
We missed you.
Oh, I had my thing turned off.
Rolfur, you're able to get some. You're able to probably make similar wages.
Can I make a luck check to see if anybody that would come into the bar might be willing to pay me more tomorrow?
Maybe. But not right now.
Okay.
But yeah, Rolfur, you're able to simply get work, and just
Oh yeah.
your scribe's ability kind of thing is enough that you're able to get by and do the job. Easy as that. Well, we're waiting for him to return. Billy, you
Come on, Alice. Let's go and check out the chocolate
yeah,
factory.
you arrive at the chocolate factory.
Come with me, and you'll see.
Yeah.
Entire world of possible
Slavery.
interpretations.
Yeah. Tell her to hold her breath. Count to 3. Make a wish.
Our world of sweets and slavery.
They chose to
Hey,
come. They in
They
fact
negotiated
did
their
not all
contract. This is not his fault that they gave him a good deal.
You're saying not all of their species chose to come along.
Yeah, and they all got eaten and died.
No, there's still jungle gnomes out on the island.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
Jungle gnomes?
Yes.
Goompas.
Yeah, Goompas.
There you go.
Yeah, so, you
Intellectually distinct from Oompa Loompas
Ye-
or Goombas.
you know the flute whistle sound to make to open the door to...
And I've got it.
It's a musical lock.
Yeah.
It's a musical lock.
But yeah, Chukka's there.
Yeah,
I think you're able to...
I want to come and Chuck and tell him not only did I somewhat survive, but I have to tell him the story of what it was like and why I'm here now.
Yeah, he'll set things aside to listen, of course.
Well, see, with the when I was going up into the past the clouds and into the sky, and even further past that, the what you see when you finally get outside of there, outside of what was it, ErroTerra, means like it's a magnificent sight.
It's ErroTerra.
Oh,
ErroTerra.
I get how this happened. The glass elevator.
Yeah. And he's like, well, once you get outside of ErroTerra, it's amazing. But I only got to experience it for a little while, and then came the darkness and the terror. But oddly enough, I've been traveling with some people who are in a similar situation to me. And seems I came here knowing that I've only been gone for maybe a month or so. As far as I can tell, at least. The what I experienced after being out there on the outer spheres and amongst the stars was we ended up coming to this place of light and mirrors, and we're told by a fizzy whiz-bang that we would be given the light, the soul of the ever-living, and become new gods to help shape the afterlife of this world in order to provide people a place of respite once their lives have ended. And I both want people's input and want people to know about it so they can come and tell me where they want to go when they die, so I can help make that for them.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yes, I
Okay,
can.
yeah.
Can't see you though.
Yeah, I'm still trying to fix that. My camera decided to just stop working.
Yeah, yours isn't the only one.
Oh.
Yeah, my internet just keeps dropping out.
Natural 20.
It's not my camera.
You said natural 20?
Yep, natural 20.
I mean, basically, you've already created heaven here.
Yes. And it's like, and now I can use literally anything in my imagination. I just need the
Where you
people
going,
to
bud?
believe.
What? I'm heating up my tea.
You get a believer. He's already a child. He's already definitely positioned for that. You have one follower. Keep track of that on your sheet. That also puts you up to divine rank 2.
Nice.
As such, you get your domain's channel divinity a number of times per long rest equal to your divine rank. So currently twice per long rest. You get your choice of a divine ability, either from the list I've given you earlier, or you can work with me later to come up with one.
Okay.
You also are at the point where you are starting to develop a divine item, a signature item for your character, which again, we will work on later. If you know visually what it looks like, you can just basically have that materialize now, and we can work on what it does. You will have less choice than you may like, but but it will be of magical power, and it will be, it will look however you want. So whether that's for your character a top hat or cane, or whether you want to instead have it be something that is directly going to be what your holy symbol is, or
Actually,
some sort of weapon or instrument, whatever you may choose.
More hidden. It's more hidden for him. Kind of a
Yeah.
psyche stuff.
So those are the features that you get at this divine rank. Otherwise, you of course have a place to stay while you're here.
Yeah.
And he'll ask you some questions of things he's been trying to work out while you've been gone.
Good boy, good boy. I love an enterprising spirit.
Of course. All that work you did to make sure you got someone that had one.
Yes. And in fact, it would behoove me, as far as if I'm going to be some sort of deity, to maybe go ahead and draft up the moral lessons that when you came here that I ended up teaching. Go ahead and put that into actual print so we can send the message of how to be a good person.
Some of us have different goals.
Say, be a good person or a tasty person?
You're not supposed to eat people. I don't know if you knew this or not.
No. It's just a religious thing.
Oh,
Eat me!
Are you talking about everyone loves large chests?
Yes, here, partake of the body of Violet. She is juicy.
Here we have the what 4 deadly sins.
Yeah. Let's see. Trying to figure out what to. Eric, can you hear us? No, he's just completely gone. Like, I could roleplay without seeing him.
I can hear you guys. I just let me turn my mic actually.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you were going off to heal and trying to convince some people with that. And you have cure wounds at will based on your domain thing. So you are just kind of able to walk through the halls of the infirm where people are sick, and you are able to do that. Make a persuasion check.
38.
You get 4 followers. You can add that onto your sheet, as you have just gone through and healed probably about a dozen people from quite bad sort of illnesses, injuries, etc. And you've basically convinced 4, at least someone, to believe in you as a god for your ability to do so from the state that they were in. As far as if you're, to the extent of what you have to...
Yeah, and I also offer my other spells, like Revivify and all that, if they have the materials available.
Yeah, it's just that. But yeah, so you're able to just sort of gain 4 followers from that, which also puts you at Divine Rank 2. Again, Domain's Channel Divinity, at this point twice per day. You get one of those Divine abilities.
You said what Channel Divinity?
You get your Channel Divinity from your domain.
Yeah.
Twice, a number of times per day equal to your Divine Rank, so currently twice. You get a signature item, which again we'll work on another point. And you get a divine ability, which either you can take from the list or get it at another point. But yeah, you're able to successfully do that with your day.
Alrighty. I'm gonna truce that for now. All this time.
And
Do I get any worshippers?
not with what you're doing, no.
Why not? People are grateful for that.
Because you rolled a 2 on your luck check to find people that are...
Yeah, but bad people still worship.
Actually, no. I'm gonna
Yes.
use my divine ability for the
Your
ability score.
luck check was
What's the
finding
item?
the bad people. You rolled a 2 to find those bad people.
I thought I rolled a 2 to find good people.
I was under the impression you were looking for people who wanted those ill...
No, the first thing I was doing was looking for good people who I could do a good influence on, like, do a bad thing to make a good result happen. That was what the luck check was for. And then I figured I could find bad people easily. or at least persuade them that they want my services for worship
Okay.
or money.
So the first one was to find good people who want bad things done, and now you're trying to find bad people who want bad things done?
I'm going to still try and make it work out for the best, but yeah.
Then I'll give you another luck check for the second group, sure.
Adam, quick question.
Yeah?
For the ability score, that would be you get 2, right? Like,
Yeah.
it would put you up.
Same as exactly. Same as normal
Is that a
character
point
level.
here?
Yep, you
All
can
right.
just increase 2 points as far as abilities. You can just use that as your divine ability, sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this is more fun.
17.
17. Okay. Yeah, you can find someone that'll has you find. I'm sorry, bad people are not what comes to my mind. I'm sorry, it takes me a moment to think of it. Yeah, you find someone who's got a bit of a grudge on someone and could use someone taking a step down. They'll offer a little coin if you can. And we'll see what you can do.
Okay, excellent. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go find out information. So step
From
down
what they
if you
give,
wanna-
yeah, it's basically some sort of gang rival person of gang or club or however those things work. Someone, beat down one of their one of their crew and they think, what a revenge is due.
Okay. So I'm going to go to get this person, and then I'm going to, as a beautiful woman, or something, no. Some revenge is due. Okay. I'm going to go and plant a bunch of, I'm going to go on a bit of a stealing spree, where I steal from constables, and put all of the stuff in that guy's house. And then leave evidence in the constable's house that he also messed around with their wives and or girlfriends, and then get the message to them that that's what happened, and then watch the constables beat the crap out of the guy.
Good lord. Happy I
All in a day's work, eh?
I said it
I want
ruin lives.
I want 2 sleight of hand checks. I want 1 deception check.
And a Diet Coke.
Can I are any of those in such a place that I could not use guidance on them?
You could technically use guidance on any of those.
Or all?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's... okay, so that's 17, 19, 29 on the first sleight of hand, and 21 on the second. And then you want a deception check?
Yep.
Okay, it's 18 plus 13, so that's 20. 31 on the deception.
Make another luck check too. No guidance
Can I
on
use-
this one.
How dare you?
You're not. This is one that you're not doing intentionally.
Oh, a 1.
A 1. Okay. Okay. So your plan goes off smoothly without issue. The guy. We pay you 9 gold for the job you've done, but you do not get a follower out of it. Is what your luck check was for.
Holy shit, you got off lucky on that one.
I mean, that took a weird turn, I'm not gonna lie.
Man, you got a 1 on a luck check and nothing bad happened. That's
What do you mean?
fucking
Something
lucky.
terrible
He
happened. I don't get followers.
he had rolled enough that there was an option for him to, and right now 1 follower means quite a lot. So
Well, Adam, see, you and I differ dramatically on a big point of DMing. That is whether or not ones and 20s mean something
Yeah.
individually.
No.
Yeah, it's not exponential anything.
Yeah, no. But no, it's
Okay. And then I'm gonna go back where I stashed my old man clothes. I'm gonna change into it and
I'll check to see if someone threw it away.
turn back into an old man in a quiet, out of the way spot. If I need to roll a hide check, do let me know.
You can do that. No, he has a place where he can stash things for. This is a major city, and he ran a major spy network.
26.
Yeah.
For stealth.
Yeah, you're let's see. Did I not get to anyone what they were doing for the day? Yeah. Because otherwise, as the evening comes, do you still go back to the meeting spot for the...
Yeah, if I've got time, I want to talk with Chuck, show Alice around the place, get her some candy, talk to the Goompa Boompas, and make sure that they're doing all right. And then, yeah, I'll go back to the tavern. Me and Alice can head back.
Yep. So y'all kind of meet back at the tavern where Terry's been working. Really, the place has wonderful food, and I believe you needed a... Was it a... Yeah, we'll make it a luck check for...
Look at this camera try to focus. It's working so hard, and I am not helping it at all.
That is a... I don't have proficiency, but I have +4, so it's a 20 total.
Yeah, that'd be, get someone... You know, there's not necessarily, like, a major thing that's to your level, but, I mean, ultimately, the main restaurant that you ran was not necessarily at your level of cooking.
Right.
It was still much more than your... You know, the things that
I mean,
really
if
caught up
I
to your
had
level
spent
was going
time-
off to cooking competitions and such.
Yeah. If I had
but
spent the time going around to find some place to hire me, that I mean, I could have done so. But the point is, we're meeting here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you're able to find...
Okay, so I get offered a
Find
job
some-
somewhere else for later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably, like, literally, like, some... Like, individual where you're working for Noble House kind of
Perfect.
of all I need you cooking for me.
Oh,
Tomorrow I'm
do you,
gonna show up at the guy's house and be like, "Sup?"
Yeah.
do you think my factory would have had an extra suit for me to wear?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, you would probably still have a... I mean, because ultimately you left not as if you're leaving for good, and you left it as I am going off to explore for new flavors. You probably still have a room of yourself, and you probably still have a basic thing. I would probably say that you have... roll a d20 for me.
7.
You have 7 platinum that you have just had stashed sort of in your room as sort of just something that you even left behind. You... yeah, you have room and possessions of a home.
Yeah.
Probably have a few changes of clothes.
Backstory, shit.
Alright, so I got my fancy suit back.
Fuck this family man shit. I should have had money stashed in banks across the world.
Funny you should mention that.
I mean... Someone is
There's a
really
reason I
keen
would
to
like
get
to
back
get
to
back
their
to my
home. I
kingdom.
wonder why.
Somebody gave himself artifact level equipment, but he has to go get it. Because I was in charge of an empire, and I had a lot of money to spend, and a pretty decent suspicion that I was eventually going to get caught.
But yeah, so you're able to get that. You're probably also able to... Yeah, I mean, you had a whole wardrobing section for the way that your factory functioned. You can get probably nicer clothes for Alice as well. You know,
Oh, yeah.
because particularly for children-sized things, you have
Yeah, if we can hook
similar
her,
size to the Goombas. You're able to.
we'll get her blue and white dress and her ribbon.
Aww.
Very nice. But yeah, so that's how they are when they meet back at the tavern.
Well, very nice. Very nice. Good job, Billy.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and serve up some soup that's been working on today, and just give them some meals. It's not like this guy's gonna complain to me serving a few people without pay.
No.
So, yeah. And of course, the basic food that I've been making today, the recipes are here for them. For as long as they need.
You just going out helping the common man with filling their bellies.
All right. So next day or what?
Yeah, I mean, you have time at the evening after you've kind of all been apart. Do you?
Oh, I go around and I talk to bar patrons about their problems and say, why don't you just play for the old man to to humiliate your rivals? So I go around and get people to agree to pray to the old man to humiliate rivals. I say, go ahead, just throw one out there. What can it hurt? And then the next day I'm going to go and fuck with all their rivals.
Do we hear about this?
I mean, he's spreading it as a rumor.
I'm just wandering around chit-chatting with people.
Like, are we aware of this? And is there
Because
a huge
you were
market
trying to
for
hide
this?
that you were a trickster god.
Like, I figured you just play funny pranks on people. Like,
I mean, like,
good
like
lord.
at this point, we're not gonna think you're a trickster god. We're gonna think you're a god of fucking vengeance. A holy,
That
like a
trickery
divine
vengeance.
fucking god of fuck you.
Don't get on his bad side.
I'm not going to
Duly
kill
noted.
anyone.
We
I'm
don't
not
know
getting
that.
anyone killed.
You're going around and being
Yeah.
like, hey, pray to the old man to fuck people over.
I'm just
Humiliate.
doing it real quietly.
Humiliate.
Kinda like
He's
how I tell
simply
people-
Cartman.
I tell people right now to pray that someone will stub their toe super hard on like a corner of furniture. I don't see that as any different.
This is small vengeances. That's all
It
I'm
is.
hearing.
It's the petty stuff. That's a trick.
All I'm hearing is god of vengeance right there. I'm concerned.
Got a minor vengeance.
Well, I'm gonna dull all your knives. Keep it up.
What have I done to you? Come on.
Nothing yet.
I like that the actual chef knows how to function the chef in game, how to threaten the chef in game. I'm just like, what do you mean dull all of your? Oh, because he's a and he knows it because he does.
Yeah, no, Bob is an excellent cook for the
Yeah.
record.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you should have seen the ham and bean soup I made earlier this week.
I don't like ham.
Well, that's fine. A lot of people are dumb.
Does anyone else do anything while in the bar in the evening?
No, just hang out, figure
Ever
out.
seen anyone get hurt?
I mean, I offer.
No, I mean people are drunk. It's
I offer to set people up if they want to come and stay.
It's one of my favorite things to do when people flick you off. Is you just grab their hand and start like shaking
yeah.
it, like you were shaking their hand, except just their finger in an up and down kind of
Well,
motion, as if they had a shake weight
So,
with a
yeah,
cooling
like
mist.
at dinner, what's the plan? Like, what are we doing? Are we like, obviously, we have all gotten some kind of divine essence. Something's going on here. Have you guys figured out what exactly this is? Like, I've just been trying to make some money so that we can, like, have some kind of base to go off of, something to help us to get further. Go, like, I'm trying to get us money so that we can use this money to help us go south. How have you guys been?
I pull out my money and I give it to him. I go, I made this much dancing for people. It's 9 gold and 17 silver. I'm an
and you're an old man.
I'm over here with my one tarnished piece of gold.
I like the idea that the thought that comes to your mind is he made the money by people paying him to stop dancing.
Adam,
31.
Adam, very big
31
question.
deception check.
Did my
I
divine
made- I
rank
did
already kick in?
dancing.
What?
Did my divine ring kick in yet?
Yes. I
The
mean,
divine. Okay, so I have my 100 vision or true sight. I see Bob.
you went for true sight.
Yeah.
You do.
Dick move.
John is pale-skinned, white hair. Yeah, it's changeling.
Okay.
Definitely not human.
Definitely
I mean, I'm not human, so what do I
dick
care?
move. What's up?
Well,
Probably understand why the girl was scared now.
my,
though.
Yeah.
my big
Like
deal-
she saw a ghost.
Also, her divine rank, going for true sight first thing. Dick move, little girl. Dick move.
It's for what she is.
I was planning on
Like sight. Yeah. Seeing things.
say I was looking to get in contact back with some people who were part of my guild. Was my next step of things. As far as
Wait.
what I was planning.
Never mind. I wrote that down wrong. I've done the other thing instead. So
So
forget
you don't
that.
see him. Okay.
Yeah, never mind. I apologize.
You should. I don't
I
know why.
did.
That was a
You
bit
did.
harsh.
Yeah.
That was a bit harsh. I don't know.
I wrote it down wrong. My bad. I knew.
Otherwise, so yeah, do you invite people back to the factory for the evening? Yeah, there's...
If you say I've got room to stay, if you guys want to come and spend the night at the factory.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
And while nicer chambers are probably limited, you probably have abundant, very small, like, bed and nightstand, small chambers
Yeah, plenty of.
for the many workers that, work and live there. There are enough where you can each have your own little bitty room.
That's fantastic.
And it's like, make sure to be respectful. This is, while it is still technically mine, it is Chuck's property.
But,
But you could have a child.
No, he came to me, along with all the other ones.
he ran a contest.
Yeah.
Along with all the other ones. That
Who is
doesn't
Chuck?
sound.
They came to the chocolate factory. He was surprised by that.
Yeah, they came to the chocolate factory, and
So,
Chuck was
so
the one
who's
who won.
Chuck?
He's
Charlie.
Started.
Yeah. He's.
This guy hit 2 buttons.
How old is Chuck?
I don't know how old is Chuck.
Probably about 12.
12. But yeah, he's my. He's
You have
my,
a child running a factory.
He's got the best imagination. In fact, he's been doing great work.
And, an adult would want to change everything.
By the way, no, his factory is really modeled after the factory at Willy Wonka's in the chocolate factory. So when he walks you through to your rooms, you do see parts of that building.
There's no easy way of knowing which
Yeah, do we have to go through
direction
the tunnel?
we are going.
You probably
Or
don't
with
have to take the
sanitation
boat to get to your
code
rooms unless you really want to.
Being broken and growing.
Feel free to
Honestly, Willy Wonka ought to be the god of trickery.
feel free to look the wallpaper when you get into your rooms.
What do the
How many
snozzberries taste
other
like?
people have licked that? How do we know? But the sanitation here is horrible.
What are you talking about? We have to clean it all the time. Chuck almost failed the contest because we had to clean the ceilings.
Harsh. He is a child. That's pretty harsh.
But you're okay with people licking the walls.
Well, yeah, that's
Those are
what
much
they're-
easier to access to clean.
Yeah, those we have specifically for licking.
Those are for licking.
Yeah, those are licking walls.
So, you each make your way to your rooms within the chocolate factory for the night, and that's where we're gonna call it. So, thank you for watching.
Welcome.
Join us for more of this divine adventure. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks to all of you. Bye.